Welcome back. In the previous part, we learnt quite a bit about Dehya's father and the fact he has passed on quite a while ago. Still, everyone around here wants to avenge him. But Dehya, and because we're here as well, have decided to lend them a bit of aid in their vengeance. Is that a word?
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
We didn't have trouble on the way here. We glided down from up there. I really need to see what's going on in this area, though. Like, what's the big thing over there? It's just intriguing. It's intriguing. Oh, bygone glories past. Led by Kusalaya's old comrades, you arrive at the final hideout of Deseret's relics. Fierce resistance is to be expected within, but it is time to call it curtains for vengeance, whether old or new. We'll go with them. It's my go-to group. I know them so well.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
I've fought through many situations like this before. Way too many times, yeah.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them. Deseret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Ooh. Just how we switched over to her. At this point, yeah, can't drop down there from the looks of it. Was worth a look. Ooh. Oh, fancy. Oh, enemies, you say?
Let's get it on! Hey! Yeah! Ha!
That's a hell of a jump.
Oh, it's revealed that.
Still, again, just going back to my normal big routine. Is so nice. Ooh, a cactus. How lovely. Nothing with the crystal? Oh, come on. Oh, it's because things just... Can you bring over here, please? I should have just followed them rather than gone in my own direction. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Where are you? You're behind a box. This is quite annoying. There. Just what I wanted.
Let's light it! Buckle up!
Right, so where are we looking? More? Where you go? I'm right here. Like, come on. Chase.
You asked for it! Eyes on me!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Just stay here this time.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Just trying to get them like a big hit before they wandered off, because they will. Oh no, you don't this time. I see how it is. Yeah. Just trying to show me up. I get it. Like, this game knows what I'm doing and then just tries to mess me around. It really does. Like, get down from there. There.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
It's where I was trying to go. Hello.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
And they're dead.
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, Seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through. Let's go! We can't let the boss down!
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Let's see. I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mechanism.
Okay, let's go!
Let's go. It's a me, a Mario. Every day we get closer to that movie coming out. Every day. Just the height and the color of the light so it may be properly received. Okay, so it wants to be a yellow from the looks of it, and... Wow! Such a hard puzzle. Ha! I struggled with that one. Nope. I thought maybe going through it would cause issues, but no.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Yeah, there, mate. Boom.
Let's light it up! Look alive!
I'll be having this chest, get a few primos. Lovely jubbly.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
I was gonna say, was that it? And it's like, oh. Yep. Give me a hard one. Give me a hard one. Hello.
Teamwork is trimmed to ashes!
Wings of darkness!
Can't dodge. Like, I was trying to dodge to this guy, I just couldn't get there. Thank you very much. Alright.
No time to lose.
No, more of these guys.
By royal decree!
They're dead meat! Power that ended up!
Midnight, Phantasm!
Simple enough.
Adventure time! Off we go!
They want you to be purple. At the same time, we want to... See, this is more like it. This is more like it. Okay, so how do you get over there? Okay, let's start here with this one. So we'll raise that one. Oh, raise it again. Alright, so now we can get through. Okay, so change color. And change color. I asked for a hard one. Come on now. Big chest.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side. But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Let us draw our weapons! We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers. They are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
Oh my.
Wave 1, charge! Eliminate them!
Good luck trying to get me. Look at that guy jumping at me. Terrible. Terrible. Now then, mate.
I'm going in.
Thank you. You finally caught up so I can do this around here.
Fräulein.
Don't think that you've won. We're just getting started.
Light it up. Gloves off.
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Hey, stop it.
Insubordinate by royalty.
The insubordination indeed. That's not actually what I wanted to do. I was trying to get that. So I could get that. So I could get that.
Darkness. Come.
So I could do this.
No time to lose.
Where are you? There.
Brothers, with me, this is where we'll prove our faith.
Do you all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
I'm going in.
Goodbye. But we'll
Hound into the ground!
Sorry, what?
Golden slumber.
Oh my. Golden slumber, you say?
The commander has finally fallen.
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
Yes, keep fighting! There's no need to fear, and no need to back down! This is our last stand!
I can take him.
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks. I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Mishal! Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Mishal. They fight like absolute madmen! No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more!
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Mishal.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Hey, wait!
The absence of sound is weird.
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Hey, Dehya! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go.
Any other chest around here? I know we saw that big one, but like one up there or something like that that we could maybe get to. Probably not. Probably just dressing around the place to make the place look lovely. Because here's our big one. That was probably it into... Oh, I'm stuck inside the chest. There we go. There we go. But yeah, that was probably it in terms of fights. Seeing as we got a big one. A big one.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering. Where's the records room? Answer me!
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean, the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Oh my. New mail? Well, I'll have a look at that later.
No time to lose.
There's no time to lose. Do you like the look of this area? Oh, I was going to get a good look, but you're going to go all blue on me.
Yeah.
There's a dead
No
guy
time
over
to
there.
lose. Yeah.
You alright? I think he's just having a nap. He's just having a nap.
No time to lose.
He's just there chilling, having a lovely nap. It's all lovely. It's all lovely.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Dehya.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
Everyone searches around the room.
Is this a cane? It must be the one that Dehya's father used.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh? Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dehya has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
That's just adorable.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Aww. I mean, there's going to be no chance for me to read all of that, is there?
What's this?
It's all on Paimon's tab.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
Look at the size of the food, though. She rarely spends her allowance on other people. It's really my treat, but you get the point.
Hey, this way you get something from the both of us for the price of one. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Dunyarzad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
I think the Traveler really knows how you feel, to be honest. That's kinda the entire point of his story. Everything just happens so fast.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites, all of us.
You should never question your true feelings, though.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
Once Paimon finishes telling the story, Dunyarzad begins to cry.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
But Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
It's always more fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Okay. I was tempted to sit down then. Go to the Grand Bazaar to clear your head. Where was the entrance to the Grand Bazaar down here? Because I know there's one over here somewhere. It's just, I always forget it there. I forget exactly where it is and always go for the other one. Oh, some lovely dancing, some lovely dancing. Let's go clear our head by climbing behind the dancer. See? Worked.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? You can still talk?
Yes, but it's not as quite as good as I used to.
Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up to the Corps after this. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence.
I wonder how the voice actor achieved this. Like, did they put something in their mouth or hold their tongue out? Like, what mechanism did they use, or did they just do it? Do it.
But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
So this box contains everything that Dehya's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. It kinda stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
That probably means this was really important to him.
And here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common sense? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? Why are these things here?
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Probably not. What an interesting man.
Huh? There's something in the bottle!
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dehya. It's a letter for me?
Should we give you some privacy? You don't need to read it out loud.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. It really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle. Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
I really like how they visualized that.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
But isn't that also a good thing?
I suppose, or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one wish. To tell them a story. that there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold, and that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I also don't want to see his efforts go to waste.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky. Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Oh, that was adorable in so many places. That's just... Aw. That's the general feeling from that is just... Aw. The dog's singing. Why?
Dad, let me learn to dance.
Okay. Swoof is singing. Yes, Swoof is singing.
No time to lose.
But that's what's going to be done for this part, and that might be it for the videos today. The reason they're sporadic today, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, like, well, why are they so late in here and there? I'm trying to sort other stuff that's coming tomorrow. That's all I can say on that. But it's another case of, like, there's a lot of priority, you know, the rule set we have for, like, the games and stuff. There's a lot of priority stuff kicking in over, like, the next few days and the weekend. It's going to be chaos in terms of which videos come out when. Essentially, the best way of putting it is, like, it's like, so it relates to this. It's like, that may be in a few days, like this one right here. That may be in a few days. Is the best way of putting it. There's a few things going on. And it's very much, I'm also kicking up, like, again, this only, like, if you're only here for the Genshin, we're done. Ta-ta, we'll see you in the next part whenever that comes. But if you're here for, like, the little channel update at the end, like, so I can tell you what's going on, stick around. Basically, something's coming tomorrow. And that's also a priority. So that takes priority over what would normally be Fire Emblem, because that's a non-priority. But considering how close we are to the end of Fire Emblem Engage, I'm bumping that up to a priority so we can get it done, because we're so near the end. Like, we're very near the end. It wouldn't make sense to just wait on that.
No time to lose.
Until I finish, like, Ishin. So Ishin's gonna wait a little while. So we're gonna have the other thing that's coming. Ishin's gonna wait. We're gonna have Genshin and Fire Emblem Engage, depending on where I get with things with the other thing that I can't tell you. It'll be a bit weird over the weekend, basically. Like, tomorrow and the weekend are gonna be a bit weird. With all the rules that I have kicking into place, and me deciding that we're knocking Fire Emblem up to a priority game, therefore it'll be ahead of other things, just so we can get that out of the way. Because that's sort of like a, there's like hidden rules within the rules I have for how we do this new scheduling system, and that's one of the hidden rules, is very much like, I can knock a game up to priority to finish it off. That's been there in my head for a while. Like, yeah, if we're like, you know, 6 parts away from finishing a game, I'm not gonna be like, you know, let's hold on a month until I finish off this other game. Like, no, we'll just get that one done. Of course we'll just get that one done. It's like, that makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. There wouldn't be a point in waiting. So, for today's videos, that was it. Like, 3 videos, like, yeah, that was it. Because mainly, I don't know how many parts that's gonna be. The hangout ones are weird and strange. I don't know how long it's going to be, and there's still stuff I've got to prep for this other thing. It's not busy, by the way. I'm not busy with anything. It's just the planning is like, which should I put where and when? It'll all make sense when it all comes out, though.
Yep.
It'll look like everything makes sense, at least. It's just figuring it all out at this point to just make it make sense. It's more like trying to explain, like, the actual scheduling isn't an issue or anything like that. Like, there's no problem, not busy, it's all fine. It's just trying to explain it is the more hectic bit. Yeah. So just take it as like, there's going to be videos, but it's going to be a bit weird for a few days. I could have just said that. That would have made more sense. Oh well. Anyway, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.